It's time to go Target Series racing at Dover with the Goody's 300 as we continue with our northeast swing. On the pole is the 23 is Stephen Baker, 2's outside. It's the 39 of Lawrence Palapani, second in points and 11 points back. It's the JRM second row with Isaac Nichols in third, Justin Knight in fourth. And rounding out the top five, we have the 22 of Luke Rainey. Then sixth, it's Code Luigi, the junior motorsports car in seventh, Clayton Thomas. Gustavo Rocha's up there in points in eighth, Colton Yo in ninth, and Jennifer Beaver, last season's champion, rounds out our top 10. The rest of the field is Michael Canto with Alex Stewart. Then there's Michael Sanders, another junior motorsports car, Eli Bright, TJ Hanley and Jonathan Wong, Johnny Gardner and William Seaman. Then there's Jeff Wright and Carson Bowers, Marshall Burrow and Sebastian Kukalan. They have Max Anderson and Diego Yepes. William Bolin and your points leader Danny Lloyd will start deep in the field. They have Anthony Lehman and Adam McDowell, Jake Galloway and Matt Hamill. And there's Steve Larker and Riley Spurley, Andrew Miller and Bill Seaman. There's Greg Lee and Alexander Rowe, Joey Trickle and Trey Rainey, Jade Jefferson and Landon Lyons. And in the final row, Jonathan Beeford with Charles Roberts in the 24, 2's outside, starting in the 42nd position for the Goody's 300. Let's get our starting command.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's compartment, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
As the 42 car field rolls out the starting grid, big story after qualifying was the speed Junior Motorsports brought. 5 of their cars staying inside the top 20, with 3 of them starting inside the top 10. But on the front row, Stephen Baker got the pole, with Lawrence Palapani 2's outside, second in points. 4 Chevys inside the top 4. Rounding out the top 5 is the Ford of Luke Rainey. 45 laps of the Monster Mile. Who gets back to the checkered flag in one piece? And who wins the race? Into the restart zone for Stephen Baker, and we're racing here at Dover. Off of 4 of the race, Palapani got a good jump, had no push behind, and Baker leads lap 1 from the pole. Yellow's out. Caution. Lap 1. Around goes Trey Rainey, got Jay Jefferson and Charles Robert. We're racing back here. Caution already out. Front 3 get clear. Baker first. Nichols second. Palapani back to third. It's about for fourth. Luke Rainey going to try and get back in front. Justin Knight off of 4. Baker leads us back to the caution flag. Nichols second. Palapani third. Trey Rainey. Early troubles here at Dover. Lap number 2 when his car is all torn up. Let's see what happened. They're just kind of stacked up 3 wide here in last row. Trey Rainey 3 wide up top. Jay Jefferson in the middle. Charles Robert down low. Looks like the 24 comes up and squeezes that 28 into the 18. Around goes Trey. Jefferson lets off. Gets high into the wall. Robert bounces off the 18. That's what gets the 18 up into the 28 then. As Rainey comes sideways up the track and Jefferson has nowhere to go and hits him. So that's a tough break there for Jay Jefferson, last race winner, and Trey Rainey in the 18. Jefferson up towards the chase. With that win, it's definitely going to help him try and get a wild card, but Trey Rainey's not had a great season, and Robert also gets damaged. So those 3 pretty heavily damaged, and you can see Trey coming back up the track, and that's where he got Jefferson in the 28. Jay Jefferson won last race at Pocono. He has an onboard camera. I'll look from the onboard to see what he saw. It looked like the 24 just kind of came up into him. I think he was holding his lane pretty well, and the 24 Robert just kind of slid up there and got into Jay, and then that got him into Trey. It's right there. You see the 18, and he just kind of comes up there a little bit farther than Jefferson maybe was anticipating, and definitely caused that 28 to get some pretty heavy damage there to the front. So back with the race lead is pole sitter Stephen Baker with Nichols in second. They stay on the racetrack. It'll be Stephen Baker with the race lead once we get back going. Restart on lap number 7 here at Dover. Stephen Baker with the race lead. All 42 cars to the left in the race and on the lead lap. So it'll be Stephen Baker out front for this restart, Isaac Nichols in second, Lawrence Palapani in third, Luke Rainey fourth, and Justin Knight rounds out the top 5. See the speed Chevy is brought here, so many cars inside the top 10. Luke Rainey, the only Ford inside the top 5. Only non-Chevy, I think, inside the top 10. We're back racing, green flag. Palapani looking low on Nichols. Clayton Thomas looking low on his teammate Justin Knight off into turn 1. Trying to stay single file, but Knight goes up high. Clayton Thomas to the bottom lane as they go through 1 and 2 now down the backstretch. Colton makes a move out of line. Here comes Palapani for a second. That's where he started, trying to get back up to that position. Tight down low for the 39 car, still trying to get it. Luke Rainey looking 3 wide in the 22 car. A little contact there for a second off of 4. Baker trying to check out here. Lawrence Poundpound a little tight at the track. Luke Rainey looking 3 wide. Still can't make the move work. Poundpound still trying to get by Nichols. Side by side, door handle to door handle into turn 3. Baker loving what he's seen, trying to get away. Now off of 4. Still side by side. Poundpound with the advantage down there. Here comes Clayton Thomas for a 4th on Luke Rainey. Think he has a good run, he might be able to get it easily. Poundpound clears Nichols, but that 7 fights back on the outside. Nichols' teammate, Thomas, coming on the 22. He may be going for the 7. And Cole Luigi behind them in the 42. Poundpound. Once again, still trying to clear Nichols. Can't quite get it done. But through 1-2 is the lower lane. Can he get clear? Down the backstretch, I think he has it. But Nichols, again, that big roar off the top side. They're evenly matched. No one can gain the advantage. Back there, Luke Rain trying to get back up inside the top 5. He's right now back to 6th behind Code Luigi. Nichols, Poundpound, Thomas, Luigi, Luke Rainey. And a huge battle down the backstretch. 39 can finally move up. Poundpound clears for a 2nd. Now it's about for 3rd. 2 teammates and Code Luigi. It's Thomas and Nichols, the 2 JRM cars. The Chip Ganassi Racing Chevrolet of Luke Rainey there, of Code Luigi there in 5th. And Colton Yo up to 6th in the number 2 car. How about Rocha to 7th? And now for 8th, Eli Brighton, the 88, trying to get up there and join his 2 teammates with Justin Knight in the 9th, splitting to the middle lane. Luke Rainey up top. Junior Motorsports, 4 cars inside the top 10. The other one is Jeff Bright just a little bit further back on the screen. 3 wide here. Close, hard racing. Luke Rainey goes up the track. He's still losing ground. He's still 3 wide with Alex Stewart and Michael Cantrell. He can finally get a hold down low. Gets back clear, but he's 10th. Definitely hurt him right there, falling back. Look at Junior Motorsports go. 4 cars inside the top 10. Eli's 9th. Knight is 8th. There's Nichols in 5th. And Clayton Thomas in 3rd. And look at, once they got single filed out, you can see how they're running down the 23 Baker, showing how the draft is pretty prevalent. But can Poundpound get by? Look at that 5 car. Thomas looks pretty fast right now in the 5. He's looking for 2nd, I think, here. Looking low. Back here for 5th. Nichols up top, Colton Yo down low. Arocha has joined the battle as well. Eli Bright gets by his teammate for 8th. As Luke Rainey trying to get back up inside the top 5. He's going for 9th on Justin Knight. 4 cars break away. They're all behind Stephen Baker. Poundpound in 2nd. Clayton Thomas 3rd. Code Luigi 4th. The side-by-side battle between Nichols, Yo, and Arocha. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Eli Bright 8th is also in that battle. Poundpound looking to find a way to make a run. He's a little bit faster than that 23 at this moment. And Clayton Thomas a little bit faster than the 39, I think. And Code Luigi's just looking at this, wondering who's going to make the move first and who do I go with. Poundpound to turn 1 with the run. Down low. Low tight the track. He's going to go to the middle lane. Clayton Thomas to the bomb for 2nd. They're beating and banging for a 2nd down the back. Poundpound's not giving Thomas an inch. Look at that 5 car rotating well in the bomb lane. Nichols clears, keeps 5th. Clayton Thomas, though, gets to 2nd. Code Luigi for 3rd. Meanwhile, Stephen Baker trying to check out. There's Eli Brent, the 88. He's made a charge from outside the top 10 for 7th on Colton Yo. Luke Rainey trying to get back up inside the top 5. Trying to make it 3 wide. Still for 3rd up here. Looking for the race lead. Thomas to the bottom. That 5 car's been strung. If he gets out front, I don't know if anyone can catch him. Easily clears the 23 Baker. And Code Luigi to 3rd, but here comes Nichols in the 7. Code Luigi clears. Nichols back to 4th. Luigi for 2nd on Baker. 23 car fading. He lost the lead, now he's going to lose 2nd. Code Luigi gets by Baker. Now Nichols trying to get to 3rd, possibly 2nd. And can they run down the 5 of Thomas? Coming to 25 laps to go. The 42 running a little bit higher there. Trying to get a run. Nichols does clear. He's 3rd. Poundpound trying to get back up to 4th. Arocha. There's Yo. There's Rainey. Eli Bright. And 2nd and 3rd are going to try and run down. 2nd in points. Lawrence Poundpound runs 4th. Your points there, Danny Lloyd runs 19th. So, decent day for him, but he would definitely lose the points if it stays like it is. Still a long race left, though. Still tons of ground to be made up. Maybe some lap traffic to be dealt with as well. Robert is on the front stretch. I don't think they'll be catching him. Trey Rainey's pretty much with the pack, and so is Jay Jefferson. So I think the only one they'd have to worry about is the 24, but he's pretty far ahead. 3 cars pull away now, led by Clayton Thomas, Code Luigi, and Isaac Nichols are the 3 that pulled away. 2 of them from Junior Motorsports. All 3 are Chevrolets. The top currently 7 are Chevys. Then your first non-Chevy's 8th. That's the Ford of Luke Rainey. Rocha is Chevy in 9th. And Chevy's all the way back to Michael Canto, who is 13th. And they got another Chevy behind him. So currently inside the top 13, there are only 2 non-Chevys. Let's look at this. For a second, Nichols on the 42 of Code Luigi. I think the 42, he might just want to get in behind the 7 and follow him forward. So Nichols does get to second, making a Junior Motorsports 1-2. Luigi goes high, maybe trying to look for a run, maybe got a little loose into the corner. We got 21 laps left here at Dover. The Goody's 300 coming to a close. 21 laps left. As Thomas leads the field, Nichols in second trying to run him down. Code Luigi in third just trying to follow those 2. They got the battle for 4th. Lawrence Poundpond has it. Colton Yule definitely wants it. Baker from the poles back to 6th. Eli Brett to 7th. Arocha 8th. Bowers 9th. Luke Rainey 3 wide top in 10th. Wong and Knight side by side back here. That's right now the 4 of the 5 Junior Motorsports cars. The other one is Jeff Bright back in 18th. He's not really made much ground from his starting position in 20th. Wong almost spun there by Alex Stewart. See how well that 5 car is doing, Clayton Thomas. It's got to be loving what he's seeing back there. Seeing a teammate behind you. Knowing that if that 7 does get up there, he'll race you pretty cleanly, race you pretty fairly. That's if he gets up there, because right now they're running pretty identical laps. The 7 just 100th better. That's not enough to be making up all that time. Here comes Eli Bright, the 88, trying to get to 6th. He's on Stephen Baker. As Colton Yule looks for 4th on Lawrence Poundpond. Rocha's there. Bowers is there. Eli can't make the pass. Now Rocha goes to the high side. Bowers looks low for 8th. Eli Bright at the track. There's Colton Yule again looking low on Poundpond. Can't get it done. I think the longer this run goes, maybe the better for Isaac Nichols in the 7. Who's just gaining little by little each lap in this battle for 4th, raging on behind those front 3. Colton Yule still trying to get a run onto the 39 Poundpond. Poundpond's doing a great job just keeping that 2 car behind him. Down the backstretch. Currently last position inside the top 10 held by Luke Rainey. He's under attack though from Jonathan Wong, Justin Knight, and some others. Wong's going to try and take it. And he does. Jonathan Wong to 10th. But Luke Rainey fighting back on the outside, not letting that 48 get clear. But now the 48's clear. That means Chevrolet 1st through 10th. As look at this for 4th. Here comes Yo. To the inside Poundpond. Colton, Yo in the 2. Can't notch 4th at the line. Poundpond with a great run at the top. But Yo to the bottom in 1 and 2. That's where it's better to be on the bottom lane. I think Colton Yo knows that. And he clears. Colton Yo to 4th. Poundpond fighting back though. Not letting them get away. And Stephen Baker's joined this battle. But Colton Yo clears for 4th. Poundpond back to 5th. Baker 6th. Eli 7th. It's for 8th. Bowers and Arocha. Wong up to 10th. Then in 11th, you have another Chevrolet of Justin Knight. Another Chevy in 12th. Michael Sanders. He's balanced side by side with Luke Rainey, Johnny Gardner, Alex Stewart, more Chevrolets. Jeff Bright has joined this battle to 17th, but Andrew Miller going to his inside, trying to grab 17th away from Jeff. Back up to the race lead because Nichols has closed it down on the 5 of Clayton Thomas. As the 42s kind of fade off the 7, he's gained now on the 5. The 7, that is. Back there, I think Eli Bright is under pressure from Carson Bowers, but with this battle for the lead raging on, we're not going to leave it quite yet. 12 laps left, and the Goody's 300. I think Nichols may have messed up 1-2 a little bit there, got a little high. And he drops back just a little bit, allows Code Luigi to close in. 3 wide down the backstretch. Wong and Rocha making contact with Carson Bowers, and around they're going to go. The 3 into the wall. Arocha spinning around, Bowers as well, and the yellow is out late. They were battling inside the top 10, and all 3 of them are crashed. And these guys did take the caution flag, and it's an 11 to go caution, which is going to yield about 7 laps left on the restart. They were beating and banging down the backstretch. It was Wong, Bowers, and Arocha, and all three of them going to the wall hard. Arocha, with the worst of it, Bowers, also damaged as well. We'll see what happened. This battle kind of starts at the front stretch. Arocha goes underneath Bowers, who kind of messed up 3 and 4 trying to get by Eli Bright. See, the run Eli got away from them. But right here, Arocha off into turn 1. The 48 kind of gets behind him. Maybe gets him a little loose right there as he goes up the racetrack. The 33 also goes up the racetrack. He's not able to get clear. Then Wong gets to the bottom 3 wide, and it's on from here. So here they are 3 wide down the back. And the 48 kind of comes up, the 01 kind of comes down, they make contact, then they get up into the 33, and the 01's just a pinball between 2 cars, trying to save him right there off into turn 3, gets into the 33, spins him down to the 48, and all 3 of them go up the track and into the wall hard. There's the 48, he gets it going again, the 9 gets by him, I believe the 11 may get by him as well, but then the 01 gets the worst of it, just spinning off the wall. He's luckily able to get it going again, not come down in front of the field, but that's 6th in points. Gustavo Arocha, who's having a pretty good season, and now he's going to be at the back of the field with some damage. Could be interesting in his points position. He has an onboard camera, so we'll see what he saw. And a lot of these drivers are doing a great job getting low and getting out of the way. That was a great job there, getting low, and the other one did a great job as well, keeping it on the high side. So we're going to board with Arocha, see what he saw in the middle of a 3 wide at Dover. Contact, 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 contact. Right there, into the 33, and that's what sent them all around. Wong definitely getting the best of that as he's able to get away, but he lost a few positions there, but I think overall it was kind of neutral for that 48. He gained 2 off the 01 and the 33, but lost 2 off the 11, and I believe it was the 9. Clayton Thomas may not have wanted to see that because Nichols has been pretty fast, and now he's going to be on his rear bumper for a restart with under 10 laps to go. Will it be a Junior Motorsports car going to victory lane? Will it be Code Luigi? Can it be someone else behind third? It's going to be 7 laps to go for the green flag. Lap number 39. And all 42 cars to the left in the race. Well, they all finish it. Clayton Thomas has led most of this race, but now has a late race restart with his teammate Isaac Nichols behind, who has been running him down. Cole Luigi in third. He just wants a Target Series win badly to turn his season around. Colt Neal wants to win it in fourth. And Lawrence Poundpond trying to get to the points lead in fifth. Who's going to win it? Will it be someone outside the top 5? Or will it be one of these drivers inside the top 5? We're about to find out. Into the restart zone for Clayton Thomas in the 5. We're back racing at Dover. Cole Luigi may have spun the tires a little bit, but Colton Yo did as well. He couldn't get to the inside. Nichols has some breathing room now to try something as they come off turn number 2 and down the back. Slow there in the middle of the pack. It may have been the 20 of Kukulon. But through 3 and 4. Nichols a little bit lower. Behind the battle for third. Colton Yo trying to run down Cole Luigi. We've got 6 laps left in the Goody's 300. Back here, Poundpond goes high. Stephen Baker looking to his bottom lane. Clayton Thomas goes up the track. Nichols a little bit lower, down the back stretch. Battle for 5th back there. Poundpond and Baker side by side. Baker with the bottom lane. Once again, Nichols closes in through 3 and 4. Back there for 3rd, Cole Luigi. Trying to fend off the challenge from Colton Yo. There was a car on pit road that I saw that's going to be a lap down. I couldn't tell who it quite was. It's the 51 Steve Larker. Staying in the race. 4 cars break away, coming to 4 laps to go. If the yellow's out, the race is over. Back there, Lawrence Poundpond is the 5th position. Eli Bright is 6th. The field's spread out. Nichols goes high. The 51 come off pit road. Here comes Cole Luigi for 2nd. And Colton Yo could look 3 wide. That's really helping Clayton Thomas. He could get away right now. Off into turn number 3. They're still side by side. Cole Luigi trying to get clear. Nichols trying to get clear at the top. 3 laps left. 3 miles at Dover. Caution. That's it. It's over. Big crash. Seaman. Larker as well. There's Robert, and they're still wrecking front stretch. That's Jeff Bryan, the one who's gone around from the 16th position. And some heavy front end damage. It's over. It's going to be Clayton Thomas as long as he can coast it around 2 more miles in victory lane in the Goody's 300. And his teammate Nichols in 2nd. And their other teammate Eli Bright in 6th. Their other teammate Justin Knight in 10th. And does Jeff Bright maybe get his positions back, or is he going to come down pit road? He has some heavy front end damage. I would just stay out there though and try and make the best out of it. He was 16th once he crossed the stripe. There he is damaged. He might be coming down pit road, so he might not get his position back. We'll see though. He's pulling up onto the racetrack, but I think he might want to come down pit road. And all these drivers' days are done. That may have had something to do with the 51 of Steve Larker coming out of the pits. There's Charles Robert. His day's done. Hanley and Kukolan have some damage. And Clayton Thomas waiting for the pace car. There it is. So Clayton Thomas should win as long as he can get around 2 laps. Let's see how the caution was caused. It may have been Steve Larker that caused it. So Steve Larker in the 51 coming off of pit road. He's a few laps down at this point. And here comes Bill Seaman in the 98. He just kind of shoots down. The 51 comes up just a little bit higher than maybe the 98 was anticipating. Those two go hard to the wall. Kukolan gets spun around right there and gets some heavy rear end damage once he backs into the wall. Then the 98 comes down and into the path of the 24, then the 33 and the 44. So Bowers getting involved in that crash from the top 10, sets him back there and gets him involved in this crash. Hanley gets some damage from the 44 as well. And then we have to see what happened to the one of Jeff Bright, who's just involved in something that was unrelated to what happened here. My car's doing a great job of getting him right there. Rocha, pretty close. He had all that damage from the crash before and got him set back there. And then Jeff Bright was spun somehow to the inside wall from the 16th position. He's battling 3 wide off the corner, and Cantle kind of comes up and just clips the one. That's a hard hit into the inside wall. Bright crossed the stripe in 16th, but I think he might think that that car was not going to be able to coast around 2 laps. He just brought it to the pits. That's a tough break for Jeff, though. He was going to round out Junior Motorsports top 20, but instead now he's damaged. And it looks like it's going to be Clayton Thomas in victory lane. He's taking the white flag. We're on the final lap of the Goody's 300. Looks like the field's still trying to get caught up after whatever happened back here. I think they were waiting for Jeff, but Jeff never came, and now they're finally getting it going. So Clayton Thomas has half the lap, and he's going to be a winner here in the Target Series with his teammate behind him second, other teammate in 6th, and their other teammate, Knight, in 10th. So Junior Motorsports with 4 cars inside the top 10. Mentioned how well they started, and it's another great day for them here today. So through 3 and 4, Clayton Thomas just got one more corner left. And off of 4. Looks like Nichols was going to try and have a shot at it. He couldn't get there, and the caution comes out and ends the race early. Clayton Thomas dominates the Goody's 300. He's going to take the checkered flag here at Dover. Thomas down the front stretch, teammate behind him. Thomas wins the Goody's 300 with Nichols, Code-Luigi Coltonio, Lawrence Palampon rounding out the top 5. And all the Chevys you see up there, all of them back to Luke Rainey, who was the first non-Chevy finisher. So let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Goody's 300 at Dover. There were 3 caution flags for 11 laps and 1 lead change among 2 different drivers. Clayton Thomas leading 27 of the 45 laps to get to victory lane. In second, you have Isaac Nichols, his teammate, Code-Luigi in 3rd, Coltonio in 4th, and Lawrence Palampon rounds out the top 5. Then Eli Bright in 6th, Michael Sanger 7th, Steph Maker led the first 18 laps from the pole. He ends up 8th, Jonathan Wong 9th, and Justin Knight rounds out the top 10. There is your top 20. Chevys definitely brought their A-game to Dover. The front 11 Chevys, they have Luke Rainey and William Bullen. That's a Ford and a Dodge, 12th and 13th. Johnny Gardner Chevy in 14th. Alex Ewer Chevy in 15th. Then your first Toyota in 16th, Michael Canto. 17th, Jennifer Buford, a Chevy. 18th, the Apez was a Chevy. Danny Lloyd, a Chevy in 19th. I believe Joey Trickle's also a Chevy in 20th. Lloyd was your points leader coming in the race. He ends up 19th, and he loses it to Lawrence Palampon, who ends up 5th here today. Look down 21st to 40th. See the cars out from that crash. Jeff Bright, Charles Robert, Bill Seaman. Look down Bowers and Larker all out. Now let's go look at the points. Here are the point standings as we head from Dover. Lawrence Palampon notched off another great finish to get him up to the points lead. Danny Lloyd falls to 2nd, 38 points back. William Seaman is 3rd, Andrew Miller 4th, and Luke Rainey up to 5th. William Bullen 6th, Greg Lee 7th, Johnny Gardner in 8th, Gustavo Rocha down to 9th, and Adam McDowell has the final chase spot in 10th. There is your top 20. Right now your 2 wildcards. Clayton Thomas with that win moves up to 11th, just outside the top 10, and Alex Stewart another victory inside the top 20. And you can see down here, Jay Jefferson falls to 17th after a dismal day at Dover, but still with that win, he still has a wildcard shot, and he's still pretty close to a top 10 spot as well. Really, from 5th on back, they're close. 5th place is not, it's only 30 points above the cut line, only 30 points above 10th, so anything can happen heading into these few races before the chase. And some drivers trying to get out of their hole. Kukolan has fallen to 21st, Jennifer Buford 24th, Stephen Baker climbing out up to 23rd. There's Pez 29th, Code-Luigi up to top 30. It's been a horrible season for him trying to regain ground. There's Isaac Nichols moving up to 31st and Knight up to 32nd. and the rest down here. So we'll head to a super speedway race, as the next one is at Talladega, the NR2003. I'll see you guys then.